girl, it's your girl, it's your girl, it's your girl. What's up? We are all still quarantined, social distancing, and dealing with corona, but you can still be healthy. So I want to give you a few tips outside and in the kitchen. So come on and join me. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do to maintain my sanity, y'all, and my health during this lockdown, during this social distancing, during this quarantine, and during coronavirus. So these are just some of the things that I'm doing, and hopefully they'll help you to get through this also, to come out of this healthy. So first of all, let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Judy Hepburn. I am a health and wellness advocate. I advocate for those that cannot, will not, don't know how to advocate for themselves. You know, so if you don't know how, that's what your girl is for. I'm here to help you. I go to doctor's appointments with people. I help them to look up and research their medications, to research and look up what the side effects of these medications are. You know, just to be that support that some people really don't have. Because the reason I do this is because, y'all, in 2016, the doctor told me that I was at high risk for heart attack or stroke. Y'all, when I tell y'all my cholesterol was astronomical, it was 293. And if you know anything about cholesterol, it shouldn't be over it was 293. It shouldn't be over 200. So the doctor had given me Lipitor, right? And he thought that I was going to take that Lipitor for the rest of my life. But I was like, no, she's not about to do that. So I decided to take my health back into my own hands and to just take control of my health, take control of my life, take control of my thoughts, y'all. And that's actually what it takes. Like, you have to really change your thinking in order to change your life. So that's what I had to do. And that's why I'm here to share what worked for me, sharing those things with you. So the first thing I did when they called this lockdown, it was like, whoa. First of all, I kind of panicked. You know, like, oh my God, I'm about to get locked up in the house. Oh my God, for how long? So the first thing I did, y'all, I went grocery shopping like most people. I'm like, let me hurry up, and make it to the grocery store. But y'all, by the time I got there, you know what? Y'all had already cleared out all the toilet paper and all the Lysol and all the disinfectant spray. It's like, what in the world does toilet paper have to do with corona? But you know what? Hey, to each his own. So what I did, and I'm going to show you, I have a grocery haul that I did. Okay, y'all, this is all the food that I bought today to last me until this corona is over. So I'm going to go over some of these foods with you to show you that you can still eat healthy. Let me show you some of the foods that I bought today. This is spring mix. I can make a great salad out of this, and it's really healthy for you. You can still eat healthy during this time. I also bought ground turkey. I shopped at Price Right, y'all, and I usually don't shop at Price Right, but they had a lot of stuff left. So I got my ground turkey and its butterball. You can still eat healthy. I'm telling you, some of the stores still have good stuff. And look, y'all, look what I found. I found some whole fruit bars. And this is how I started planning to be locked down. You know, because you got to have the foods that you think you might want to last you for at least maybe 2 weeks. Thinking it was only going to be 2 weeks, but y'all, it's already been like 3 or 4 weeks. You know, so I had to do another grocery haul again. But you know, you want to get as much as you can when you go, so that you don't have to keep going back and forth, because you don't want to keep putting yourself out there at risk when you can just do it all at one time. So that's what I discovered. Like, you know, get as much stuff as possible when you do go out, so you don't have to constantly go out. You don't want to be out like it's just like another old regular day. Y'all, our world have changed. This is not business as usual anymore. It's not like, oh, I need I need a thing of milk, so let me run to the store. Then tomorrow, oh, I need some sugar, let me run to the store. No, you need to plan, honey. You need to make a list of all the things that you need, so that you're not back and forth, because you know you got to wear your gloves, you got to wear your mask, you got to make sure you're sanitizing all this stuff. And when I brought all that food home, I had to wipe everything down. I had to make sure the outside of the boxes were clean and all that. Come on, y'all, I don't want to do that every week, and I don't want to expose myself to corona just going out for silly stuff. So if you really don't have to go out, This is what I'm telling myself. If I really don't have to leave my house, I'd rather be locked in than to get coronavirus. So get everything you need at one time, and so that you don't have to be back and forth, okay? So now another thing I did, y'all, right? Like my mother is like 80 something years old, right? So I called her today. I was like, hey, do you want to go for a walk? And she, well, I actually asked her that the other day. I was like, hey, do you want to go for a walk? She was like, nah, no. So I called her back again today. I was like, okay, it's just time for you to walk. Let's go. Chop, chop, get up. So we went for a walk, y'all. When I tell you, that made all the difference in the world. Still going on outside. Get outside and enjoy the sunshine. People are out walking, riding their bikes. The weather is amazing. Look at the sky. God is still in control. Once we went outside, we got a chance to change the scenery. You know, if you're in the house for days and days and days and weeks, it seemed like to me, my walls started closing in, like the house started shrinking. Like it was like, I gotta get out of here. You know, so just being in the house is not always the best thing for you. They told us to social distance. That doesn't mean that you can't go outside and walk up and down your street if no one else is walking, or you can't go in your backyard, or you can't sit on your porch. You need this fresh air. You need to get out. I enjoyed the fresh air. I enjoyed looking at the waters. Like I walked past the water. I liked looking at other people that were out running and jogging and riding bikes. And then I just heard the birds singing, y'all. It was like so refreshing. Like I don't hear birds singing in my house. Like I don't see people walking and bike riding and stuff in my house. So these were things like I just had to get out and see, and it made me feel refreshed. Like I felt so much better when I did come back in. So make sure you're getting outside. Open up your curtains and your windows in your house. Because at first, you know what, to be honest, at first I wasn't doing any of that. I was just sitting around the house. I was cleaning and cooking and different things like that. But then one day I was like, you know what, let me bring some of the outside inside. So y'all, what I did, I started opening up all my curtains. I ain't opened up my windows yet though, because my heat's still on. I started opening up the curtains so I could bring some of the sunshine in. Y'all, when I tell you that makes a difference, don't sit up in a dark house thinking that you're gonna feel your best, y'all, because you're not. And all of this is health and wellness, spirit, soul, and body, like the total man. You know, it's not just about eating healthy foods. It's not just about that, but that's very important. But you have to make sure you're getting up and you're going outside and getting some fresh air. And another one of my most famous, you know what, y'all, this fried rice is my very first healthy YouTube recipe, and it has a lot of viewers because people really enjoyed this fried rice. I'm going to be cooking chicken fried rice. So the first thing you do, add a little olive oil to your wok. Actually, I'm going to turn the wok down just a little. And then you add 2 green onions stalks. I'm going to put this in the pan and let it saute. There. We're going to let that saute for maybe a minute or until the onions are clear. And then you have to cook your chicken or your shrimp. You can do this with chicken or shrimp. So you have to cook your meat in advance, and I've already cooked the chicken. You can saute the chicken in a little olive oil, and then after your onions start cooking, then we're going to put our rice in here. And your rice, actually, you have to cook this a day before, because if you cook the rice the same day, it's a little soggy, so it doesn't taste as good, okay? This fried rice you can cook. It's delicious. You can make this during Corona for you and your family. Use whatever meats you have. I use chicken. I use shrimp. Whatever I have. I don't do a lot of shrimp because it's not that healthy for you. So I don't do a lot of seafoods because they're either high in sodium or high in cholesterol. So I'm trying to maintain my cholesterol levels, since that's what the doctor told me that was high, right? So that's one of the reasons why I don't eat a whole lot of seafood. I love shrimp. I love seafood, but it's not loving me back. So I have to maintain my health, and so that's why a lot of times I'll use the chicken. But if you already have shrimp, use the shrimp. As long as you are cooking these foods yourself, it is 1,000 times more healthier for you than any foods that you can order out. Because I know a lot of people love Chinese food, right? And most people get fried rice from the Chinese restaurant, right? So if you love fried rice, make it yourself. But make sure, right, when you're making your fried rice, that you make sure you prepare your rice the night before, so that it's not, when you make your fried rice, so that the rice is not soggy. That's one of the main things you want to make sure. So my fried rice, y'all, is #1 on my YouTube channel. When you visit my YouTube channel, you subscribe. Come on, y'all. If you're enjoying my videos, make sure you support your sister, you know. And then also, I also have a website, so make sure you're visiting my website. If you want to purchase my cookbooks, make sure you visit my website, so that we're all in this thing together, especially this lockdown, especially this Corona. You know, if we weren't all in this together before, guess what, y'all? We are now. Because we're all going through the exact same thing. We're all supposed to be locked down. We're all supposed to be practicing social distancing, but I noticed some people are not. When I went to the grocery store, I noticed a lot of people didn't have on masks, didn't have on gloves. You're touching all this stuff. That's one of the reasons why when you go home with all these things from the store, you have to really wash them down, because some people are not practicing disinfecting and things like that. They're not wearing their gloves. So when they go to the stores, they're touching everything, right? You don't know who touched what you purchased. So make sure you're wiping your stuff down. And y'all, another one of my recipes is my salmon. OMG, wow. What can I say about this healthy salmon? See how good that looks? I just took it out of the refrigerator from sitting overnight, and now I'm just going to take some aluminum foil. I break a piece of the foil, enough of it to cover. I guess that's enough, right? And then all I'm going to do is take my piece of salmon and wrap it in the foil. Once I get it out of this, wrap it in the foil. And see, I mean, this is a simple dish. This is really simple, but it's delicious. So kind of wrap that up so that none of the juices fall out while you're baking it. And then I am going to sit this on a baking sheet and put it in the oven at 375 for 20 to 25 minutes on both sides. So when it finished cooking, I will come back and show you what it looks like. This is the baked salmon. It's delectable. It's delicious. And it's very quick and easy to make. But make sure you're marinating it overnight so that you can get the most out of your salmon. Okay, so try this for yourself. Try this for your family. Even the kids will like it during this lockdown, this quarantine, this Corona. Make sure you try some salmon, y'all. It is so good. If you do it my way, I'm just telling you, get the kids and the spouse to help you. They ain't got nothing else to do. Let them in the kitchen too. You usually don't like them in the kitchen probably, but now is the best time for you to get your family together and make it a family thing in the kitchen, so that once this lockdown and Corona stuff is over, you can still have that bond with your family. I think that this Corona vacation or this Corona lockdown, this stay in, it's bringing families together. You know, you're spending more time with your children, because usually they spend more time in school than they do with you. Now you see that it wasn't always the teacher, right? That little Johnny was doing some of the things the teacher was saying he was doing, but you know, that's high. And I hope to God God that when school starts back up, some of the parents are a little nicer to the teachers and the administrators and the secretaries in the schools, because we work hard to make sure your children are safe and the right things are happening in our schools. That was just a plug. You're welcome. Now here's another one of my recipes that I want to share with you that you can make during this corona. I know you like hamburgers, boo. I know you do, because most people do. This is my mixture all mixed up here. See? When I tell you these burgers are really good, they are delicious. Ooh, that's pretty hot now. I'm going to turn that down a little. See, just make a little burger out of it. Smash that down into my pan so that you can get the joy out of these burgers as I did. And this is my most requested recipe. Y'all, every time I have events or I cook somewhere, oh, can we have your black bean burgers? And I'm like, that ain't the only thing I know how to cook. But they love it. They just think it is so amazing. My friends and my family love my burgers. And your family and friends will love it too. They're absolutely slap your mama good. I wouldn't slap my mama. I don't advise you to slap your mama. But that just means they're real good. They're real good. I'm telling you, try these burgers. If you like burgers, you would definitely love these. Try it. You'll like it. Try my burgers. You'll like them. I'm telling you, black bean burgers are delicious. But you got to try it my way. Y'all, let me tell you something else I did. You know, just to maintain my sanity and my health, because they're all so important to me, because just doing one thing without doing the other thing is just counterproductive. It's like knocking your head up against a wall and wondering why you're still getting the same results. Listen, if you don't change your thinking, you're not going to change your health, and then being locked down in quarantine and distancing from people is not going to benefit you anything. Do you want to come out with corona fat? Do you want to come out with corona diseases? No, you don't want to come out of this quarantine worse health-wise and mentally than you went in. So you need to concentrate on your health and wellness now. While you're locked down, you have much, you ain't got nothing else to do. You're locked in the house anyway with your family and friends, or whoever lives with you with your family. So you might as well just take advantage of this time to work on your health, to work on your mind, to work on your family, to work on building relationships and building a healthy body. Y'all, look at this. I went out hula hooping today. Y'all that know me know I love to hula hoop. Let's see how long I can do this. Actually, I can hula hoop for a long time. I just want to come outside, have a little fun, enjoy the sun, show you some of the things that I am doing to stay sane during this corona, distancing, all of that. And I am distancing from people. I don't have on my gloves, I don't have on my mask. I'm in my own yard by myself, so I am definitely practicing social distancing from everybody. If you don't live in my house, I'm distanced from you until corona is gone. So see, this is really a lot of fun, y'all. And it's good exercise too. So, you know, if you have a hula hoop, make sure you're using it around this time. Get outside and do it. Get out of the house or you will lose it. How long can you clean? How long can you cook? Get out and have some fun. Yes. So now let me show y'all. Because you know why? Because I'm real good at it. I think I am. I'm real good at it. So y'all, OMG, I had fun all alone by myself hula hooping. You know why? Because it's just that important to me. I know my health and I have to exercise. Y'all, I don't do hardcore exercising. I probably should, but I don't. I focus a lot more on healthy eating. But I do exercise a little, and I love to hula hoop, and that's good exercise. You want to get rid of some of that mid-fat around your stomach, start hula hooping. I'm just saying, you know, you don't want to come out of this worse than you went in. This will give you fun and exercise, especially if you don't live alone. If you have children and a spouse, get everybody outside the hula hoop. If you only got one hula hoop, take turns. It's very important. Y'all, I'm telling you, hula hooping is so much fun. Even in the summer, what I like to do is double dutch too, but because I'm practicing social distancing, I won't double dutch, but I can hula hoop all by myself. And I make my own self laugh. I have so much fun, you know. So just take a few minutes a day. You don't have to do it for a half hour. You don't have to do it for an hour. Just take a few minutes out of a day, and there you go. You'll see just how much fun it is, y'all. And then I also have some little weights that I lift. I think they're 10 pounds each. If you do a little bit of weightlifting, you will actually see the difference. Use whatever you have. If you don't have weights, just get you 2 cans of something. I know y'all got canned food because you bought them all from the store. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all what I do with these. Just kind of lift these. You know, go 5 or 10 minutes with these, and whatever you do on one side, make sure you do on the other side. Make sure you just have some fun with. Let me see, what think I'm supposed to be doing. Other leg, other leg, other leg, other leg, other leg, other leg. Have some fun doing Corona. Have some fun. Yes, yes. Woo. And then I have, telling you, and then y'all, I got this little rope thing here too. Like, I ain't really know what to do with it, but do a little exercise with whatever you have. Let's see. What is it called? She is called the Fern. See? She is called the Fern. So let's see what we do with the Fern. See me? I'm gonna lift it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it, yay! Let's say you don't have these things, right? You bought all the canned goods from the store, so use some of them canned goods to do this. Do that, up and down, up and down. I'm just saying, y'all, and make sure that you are drinking plenty of water. Y'all know what I had to do in order to make sure, because I don't know why being at home locked down, it was a little more difficult for me to make sure I get my 64 ounces of water in. So I had to put myself on a schedule. 64 ounces, I have the 64 ounces, I have the 16 ounce bottle, so I needed to drink 4 of those a day. So I just split that 4 into 24 hours so that I make sure I drink. Does this make sense? Make sure I drink my 64 ounces. So put yourself on a schedule. And I know a lot of people say, I don't want to come out of this with Corona fat. But listen, set kitchen hours. If you don't want to constantly sit there and eat all day long, especially eating all the wrong foods. And a lot of times, even if you're eating healthy, you don't want to just consistently eat. You don't want to overeat even foods that are healthier than your norm. Because what we should be trying to build, y'all, is a new norm. Like if you just ate whatever was available before Corona, before this lockdown, let's create a new norm now. Let's set some kitchen hours. Let's set some hours where we're going to eat. It's actually called intermittent fasting, but I don't kind of like to say that because some people say, oh, I don't want to fast. Oh, I just want to eat when I feel like eating. Well, y'all, that's not good for you. So what I started doing, because I found myself eating more during this lockdown, so I had to say, whoa, sister, get it together. So I set some kitchen hours. My kitchen opens at noon and it closes at 8 p.m. period. So I need to be in my kitchen by noon if I plan on eating, and I need to be out of my kitchen by 8 o'clock if I plan on maintaining my health. You can eat too much of the good thing. I'm just saying, y'all. So listen, make sure we are concentrating on being better. Once we come out of this lockdown, I want to look better. I want to feel better. I want my doctor's reports to be better. But even though right now, y'all, when I go to my doctor, I get a clean bill of health, I want to keep it that way. I am 61 years old. It is my 61 years old responsibility, y'all, to take care of myself. Who else's responsibility is it? It's not my children's. It's not my mom's. It's not my siblings. It's not my grandchildren's responsibility, y'all. It's my responsibility to take care of my own self. That's why I am sharing these things with you, so that if you're not doing these things, you will consider doing them and consider forming a new normal. Make sure you're getting out and walking. Make sure if you're cooking chicken, make sure you're not frying it, deep frying it down in all that oil. Make sure you're putting it in the oven. Make sure, get that air fryer out the box that's been in the box since Christmas. Get it out the box and use it. This is the perfect time for you to do some of the things that are going to benefit your health. That's what your girl is for. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you share this video with your family and friends. Make sure you keep a good mindset. Make sure you remember that God is in control, that God has the whole world in his hands. Because we're locked down, because we're quarantined, because coronavirus is here, because we're social distancing, doesn't mean God has forgotten about us, y'all. He is still in control. He has made us these promises that God is not a man that he should lie, nor is he the son of man that he should repent. His word will never come back unto him void. If God said it, y'all, he is a man of his word. We can depend on him. So listen, if you would like to connect with me, make sure you inbox me. I am willing to help you. I can tell you the information that has helped me. My book, Save Your Life, that's exactly what that book has done for me. You can order my cookbook. You know, some people say, oh, I can't cook. Listen, boo, if you can read, you can cook. I know you're used to going out to these restaurants after work, stopping and getting all this bad food. You can't really do that now, right? Or it's not even safe to do it now. So it's now that you're home and you have to cook, you might as well get my cookbook and learn how to cook healthy. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching this video. And remember that health is wealth. Take care of yourself and cook healthy meals for you and your family. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.